Oh, hello? Probably shouldn't be showing that on screen. Hello, am I back? I think we're back. Oh, baby. My internet cut out for a little bit there. So that's not what we want, though. How do I grab the path? This might not exist. Yeah, this might not exist. So maybe in the app manager, it might be nice just to have just like a temp or like current scene info, something like that. Current scene info, and then we can just change it whenever we need to change it, something like that. So it'll be do like var path, some sort of string. Yeah, maybe that'll be fine, and that's pretty much all you need, huh? So we'll do current scene info. I guess it's fine. Fine for now. Yeah, that's probably fine. AM current scene info path is equal to, well, because there's a lot of things that you can actually have. Okay, I gotta think about this. Maybe it might be good to have another manager type here. That's like a temp data, like yeah, basically like a temp data manager. It feels kind of weird having so many manager things, but you know, or we'll call it a cache. No, it's not a cache. It's temp cache manager. Make it a reference. Actually, this should extend abstract manager, something like that. Then we'll have temp. Oh, that's absolutely not how you're supposed to name things, by the way. What are you doing? Temp cache manager. Abstract manager. Yeah, there we go. What do the other managers look like? I don't remember. So config manager, or actually, what the heck does abstract manager have inside of it? There's a logger. Okay, so we can do setup logger. Okay. Okay. And I think, yeah, I do need to have an empty init, otherwise they'll never call those functions for whatever reason. Okay, so what are we doing here? It's pretty much just going to be like, it's going to be very similar to how config manager works, I think, where we'll just have, we'll have like a clear, so func clear. So all data that we're currently managing, we clear it. That's pretty easy. Var, I think we'll just call this cache and we'll just use a dictionary. Right, so then we'll do cache, clear, pretty easy. Actually, what we need to do is for key in cache, var val is equal to cache key if val is class node. I guess we just need to be careful about it. Yeah. So we need to be careful about it because, or maybe not. Or maybe it's fine. I don't know why you would need to cache something there, but you could just hit it with a queue free, I suppose. Or how do you check this? How do you check if something's already being queued freed? Is class node and not or actually there's a few other things we need to check first. Hold on. If val or is instance valid. All right, actually, and is instance valid value. And not val is queued for deletion, then we'll queue it for deletion. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. And then we'll clear the cache. So you can cache whatever you want using the temp cache manager. And then whenever you change scenes, you should try to clear it. Or I guess I'll just assume that you want to clear it. If you happen to cache a node and the node is still valid and it's not queued for deletion, then we'll queue it for deletion just to clean up everything. Yeah. So also, cache should not be publicly accessible. Add cache key value. Yeah, so it's a very simple key value cache. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, I think. And then just add this to the app manager. TCM temp cache manager. Yeah, okay. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. And then there's also get, which will return a thing. Return cache get key, and then explicitly return null. Or actually, get key null. If val is null, logger error no value found in cache for key blah. Yeah, there we go. So we have add and then get, I suppose. I really shouldn't be shadowing this though. So there's add. And then there's also, well, we can just call it push and pull, right? Push, pull. There we go, it's beautiful. Clear the cache if any values are nodes, they are checked, they are queue, they have queue free called on them if applicable. Something like that, right? Push a key to the cache. Push a under the given key. Key to store the value under. The value to cache. Pull a value from the cache. The key to grab a value from. The cached value if it exists. Null safe. Yeah, there we go. So it's a null safe, whatever. Needs to be very fast so we're not using results. We're not using the results struct that I've been using. Yeah. So I feel like I should rename this to just cache manager, but then it'll conflict with config manager. And you know what? I'm kind of thinking. So an abstract manager, I haven't tried this yet, but I've just realized. I think you can do this. Const self, which is currently null. Something, it is some sort of abstract manager, right? Set to null, but then we can do a set get on it. So hold on. Set self abstract manager. This needs to be a static function. Oh, actually, you can't do this though, because there's no reason to do a set get. So you can do, this is a dictionary. Oh baby, this is getting weird. I've done this before though. We're in good hands. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's how that works. So you can't set get it then. Expected end of statement const got set get instead. But wouldn't it be so cool if you could set get a constant? And then in that, the getter, right? Because dictionaries in GD script aren't actually constants. So you cannot reassign, or you cannot assign a new dictionary to the constant, but you can change the values inside of the dictionary, which is a bit more unusual. But that's unfortunate. Yeah, because the reason why you would want to do this is so that you could, it's very similar to how like a static variable would work in C#. I suppose that's fine. We won't try it. No static functions for me, or no static whatevers. Or actually, I could still do that. So, const self, something like that, and then you can grab static func. Set self abstract manager. So this will be self get, something like that. So set self, and then this is like get singleton, something like that. Self, something like that. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but it'll work. Self ID. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just thought it'd be kind of interesting. Set self. Yeah, there we go. That's bizarre. Now here, what we can do is logger debug temp cache manager get singleton. Pull path, something like that. Pull runner path. So go to, where's my runner? Is this my runner? Runner here. Runner. TCM push runner path. Yeah, something like that. Let's see if that works. I've never tried something like that before. I don't see any reason why it won't work though. Yeah, it's weird. It worked. So yeah, I guess that, yeah. So get singleton. Oh, and actually there's no reason for me to even have the, like a getter setter then as well. So in abstract manager, yeah, you don't even need to have set self. You can just do self ID is equal to self. So we just kind of store ourselves in this constant. So these constants aren't shared, I believe. At least I think they're not shared. They might be shared. We can always check, right? So we go into the debug console. We go into the debug console. Debug console is looking a bit sus. We'll do temp cache manager get singleton. Yeah, okay. Then we can do not app manager, but like maybe config manager. Oh no. These are the same thing. Okay. Well, that's kind of tough. So they do share. They do share the same. That's weird. That is really weird. Right? Because it's saying that both of these are the same thing. I think I got it. Also, we leaked. Are we still leaking? We are still leaking. Okay. I'm assuming it's because of the caching thing that I'm now doing. So let's just not do this anymore. So we get rid of that. Do we still leak? Okay. So we are leaking those instances, which is fair, I think. But how do I get the name of the current class? How do you... Hold on. On tree exiting. Actually, can't I do just abstract manager self clear? Something like that. That's really weird. Tear down. Maybe that'll be fine as well. So we'll just do, we can wrap that clear. So tear down. Let me think. This is still a little tough because I'm not sure what to even call it. Because you need to, So, I don't know, some sort of ID like this. ID and then ID. Oh, but then, oh, I see. That's kind of tough. Because it's a constant. It needs to be a constant. Maybe what I can do is singleton. So we can have like a set singleton. Const singleton name key. Oh, but then you can't. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Because the problem is that they all share the same key. But there's also no way to get the class name of a custom class. So Godot get class name. How do I get the class name of a custom node? I don't think there's a way. Yeah, you have to override it, but that's not what I want. So okay, Victor Sharp. What do you got? That's absolutely not what I want to do. I don't want to override anything. I guess I could. Yeah, you know what? I could just override it, I suppose. So what we can do is get class, perhaps. Perhaps. Ah, but that's not a... Get class is an instance. It's not a static function. So there's no way that you can know about it. Let me think. Oh, anyways, we're over time. We also, like, internet cut out for a little bit there as well, so I guess there's... whatever. 10 out of 10 viewing experience as usual. Oh, you know what? Here we go. Names. Oh, but then there's still no way to know what it's called. Or maybe we can have a static func get class. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that. Yeah. Well, string. Yeah, and then it can't be static either. No, can't do that. Or it probably shouldn't do that. That's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. It'll work though. Yeah. I don't see a reason why this wouldn't work. But the problem is that everything that wants to use it needs to implement it. Something like that. I think that'll work. Maybe. Let's see. All right, so we're not leaking data. That's good. Oh. Then not everything will use it either. Hold on. So here, singleton. Okay. That'll work. Yeah. Well, abstract manager, actually. Yeah, like this. This should not be get class. This should be... singleton name. Singleton. Not singleton name. Empty. Yeah. Okay, now let's give that a try. Nope. I don't know why I double clicked. Just a momentary spasm. Okay, interesting. So let's go into here. Presets load. We'll step into there. So get singleton. Singleton name is nothing. Okay, did I implement that in temp cache manager? I did, but it's not using that one. That's weird. That's weird. So if you want a singleton, you need to implement it on every single other thing. Otherwise, it uses the base whatever. I suppose you could do static func get singleton. Something like that. Maybe that'll be better. So we kind of force it to... Yeah. Oh, but then it's using this one. Oh, wow. It's kind of weird though then, because then you need to... It would be better just to have like singleton thingies on every single other one as opposed to doing this, which is weird. Maybe this is better. So we just do singleton. Oh, but here, singleton name is a nothing. What's your problem? But then this breaks a bunch of stuff actually. This breaks a ton of stuff because then you need to have like an override function for setting up the singleton as well. All right, well. So that'll be fine. This is not fine. Maybe it's like a setup singleton. Something like that, and then you can do maybe this is just better. Setup singleton, and then this can have a setup singleton. self equals self, and then we'll just grab that. Yeah. Something like that. Let me see. Presets. Turn that off. Just run me again. I want to see if it works. It seems to work. Let's go into... Actually, nothing else is actually implementing this. So let's implement it for config manager just because. Singleton. Config manager. Okay. So run me, and we'll run the debug console just because. We can then look for return temp cache manager, get singleton. Then we can do return config manager, get singleton. Yeah, there we go. So it does require a little bit of manual setup, but then you can just, you can do like an actual singleton pattern in Godot. Now, what's the point? I'm not sure. I just thought it'd be cool. Store self into the self dictionary. Yeah, or actually, do you have access to meta? No, you can't. There's no meta. Yeah. Here's the kappa shutdown. Otherwise, the singletons are leaked. Needs to be overridden by all managers that allow singleton access. The override functions should call this function and pass the appropriate name. Yeah. So that'll work. That'll work. TCM temp cache manager is equal to temp cache manager get singleton yeah, that'll work. Probably. I don't know. Yeah, look at that. Oh, hello, Nova. Hello, hello. How are you? We're getting pretty close to having something that'll work, I suppose. So presets, you have notes. I don't know what notes are going to be for. Hotkey is a hotkey. Not too much stuff there, but look at that. All the config stuff is being populated properly. It is default for model. No, yeah. No connections just yet, but we are populating stuff. This is the last thing I need, and then I'll implement hotkeys and then cut together a video. Yeah. And also what I've done is implement a really quick key value store in memory. Just so that I can pass around arbitrary bits of data. So that's what this is for. Also implemented a singleton pattern. Oh, don't waste your points. I'm about to, I should have told you this. Don't waste your points. I need to bounce. I'm very tired. Yeah, thanks for popping by anyways. Yeah, really the only interesting part that I've done today is, look at this. We do pretty much everything via code, just because it's easier that way to redistribute, but then also implemented this. So an actual singleton pattern that is very hard to make work in Godot, because Godot doesn't have static variables. So instead you kind of share a constant dictionary, which is neat. Won't have upside down every time. That's fair. That's fair. Thank you for redeeming a hydrate. Thank you very much. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it here actually. I'm 30 minutes overtime. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be live tomorrow from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time, working on this again. I think it's really starting to take shape, which is cool. Also need to make sure we didn't hard crash last time. Sometimes it happens. But yeah. So we have everything. Shows up pretty well. Bones, tracking. Tracking always takes a little bit to load in. I should probably actually load this stuff in on a coroutine, but we'll get around to it. And then presets. So look at that. Lots of things on screen, but then you can just hide it. I had to click on a button. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna bounce. Glad I caught you for at least a little while. While the definition of while is still up in the air. Still gotta figure it out, but yeah, take it easy. Goodbye.